Hello everyone, welcome back to another Navigating BrickLink. If you're just joining us, and I know there's a lot of new recent subscribers, this is a series aimed more at helping people who are setting up a new BrickLink store or who are running a current BrickLink store and looking to improve their skills on the BrickLink platform. So it's not aimed to be the most entertaining video, but it is generally pretty helpful. And I've gotten a lot of questions about terms and conditions as well as the splash page. So that's what this video is going to be going over, so it should be relatively short and simple. So this is our splash page, and essentially the splash page is the basic page that everyone sees when they click on your store and they show up in your store. So going to our homepage for our store, this is what you will see, and this is an example of a splash page. Now you can design splash pages in any way, but it's essentially a way for you to get quick information to your buyers, and information that is maybe changing and stuff, or information that maybe they don't want to have to read the whole terms and conditions page or the whole terms page. So you can put things on here that maybe you're having a sale. You can put information like, hey, we're having a sale for the next 24 hours on here. Example, things like that. So you can customize this page, and you can make it look nice or not nice or whatever you really want to do. You can change the color of the background, tons of things like that. And then the terms page is the same idea as the splash page, except it's a lot more basic. There's no nice colors and stuff. It is pretty much just saying, in this case, here's the payment information. In this case, here's the return information, insurance, the shipping policy is here. All the terms you would expect for the store. So what the difference is between these two pages is the splash page is more of kind of a home page. When someone arrives here, what do you want them to know? If they need to know more of the terms and stuff, obviously they can click into the terms and read more about it here. Our splash page specifically does have some of our terms on it, but it doesn't necessarily go as deep as all of the terms does on our terms page. So hopefully that makes sense. Now I'm going to show you how to edit those two pages. So if you go back to the BrickLink homepage or any BrickLink site, and you head up to the top corner where it says My Store, if you hover over that, you can then go to the Settings tab under the Account panel, and then we will come here to our normal, settings thing. Guess we'll accept cookies again. So now on the left page, and I've gone over this in another Navigating BrickLink video, but I'll go a little bit deeper into the terms and splash page here. So the terms page specifically, if you click on that, you can see that it is a relatively basic box, text box type thing. And inside of here, you can do two things. One, you can just type in here and format it, and if you highlight this, you can change the heading, the size and stuff, basic stuff like that. Or you can go to the source HTML code, and if you know HTML, you can actually go inside of here and change all the things, and that's how you're able to, or at least how we were able to initially make this table down here. Now you're able to actually add a table. You can add photos and stuff, but as a reminder, this is your terms page. This is not something a ton of people are going to go read and expect it to look super pretty. This is just stuff that's very basic. You just need to tell them, for example, payment. We in this case say that we only accept PayPal, and then we give them the thing that says there's no minimum buy, but we will charge you a service charge if you don't spend at least $2 in the store. And then of course, if we don't receive your payment, your purchase is available to be canceled, I guess. And then we offer returns. We have some typos here. Cool. So we offer, if they really want to return it, we can offer a return with a 20% restocking fee, and that is a choice they will make, and it is here in the terms. This is not something though that they would normally see on the splash page, though that might be on our splash page. I can't quite remember. And then insurance as well. We have basic insurance. Our prices are all sorts of messed up right now, but you can list your insurance here as well. And then for your shipping terms or your shipping policy, that is in your shipping section here. If you click there, it'll bring you to your shipping methods, and inside of there you'll get the same exact text box looking thing just like this, and you can edit it in there. So now if we want to edit the splash page, we can click splash here, and you're going to come to a little bit of a different page here. And essentially you're able to have multiple splash pages, and you can select which one you want to show on a certain day. So if you're changing them, maybe in and out, you want to have a sale one day, instead of having to retype it every single time, you can easily just click which one you want to have. In this case, we only have one, but if you click into here, this is where you'll be brought up with the other text box. And again, you can change all this with, formatting tools inside here. Or in this case, what we did is we did use the source code. We used the HTML, and we were able to make it, look slightly nicer than just the normal kind of terms and condition page. But in here, essentially for our splash page, we have a little bit of the history. You won't find that in the terms section. Obviously, there's the coronavirus and stuff going around, so we've explained what we have done to take some measures to be a little bit safer. We do talk about our payment and our shipping, and then the item condition and quality that we have. We expect, that most of our inventory is new, though you can obviously have, some scratched pieces and stuff. And then I guess we do talk about returns on our splash page here. But essentially, this is the information that you want people to read. If they're not going to go and click into the term section. And again, this is the first page they see, so it's kind of a, like the home page to your website in a way. You want it to look nicer, you want it to look friendly, inviting, you want everyone to want to come and shop at your store. So if you have any questions, obviously, go ahead and leave them in the comments below. Hopefully this cleared up a little bit as to what the difference between the splash page and the terms page is. If you guys aren't subscribed yet, go ahead and click the subscribe button. And as always, we will see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching.